Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dan. Welcome back to Halo Combat Evolved, and it's time for Mission 3, Truth and Reconciliation. It's a stealth mission, and by stealth mission we mean, only the first little bit. There's an achievement in Anniversary and Master Chief Collection to get through this first sniping bit without getting spotted. It can be a bit of a pain in the butt because the game typically isn't clear on whether you're seen or not. I did some digging just to actually figure out the achievement, and it seems as if the enemies can only spot you if, like, your head is visible. And as you can see from this moment, I am spotted and everything goes to shit. Another way to tell if you did get spotted is once the song actually like kicks in the high gear. Like once you hear the bongos, it's time to actually restart the checkpoint if you're going for the achievement. And you can only get the achievement with the anniversary graphics. You can't do it with the classic graphics for whatever reason. But there's a stark difference between the graphics in this level and the anniversary one. Most notably, it's a lot brighter. So you don't actually need to use the night vision on the sniper rifle if you're playing with anniversary graphics. So, what you just see there, that is the shade turret. It fires like 3 little purple plasma balls, like crumpled together. It's okay. I mean, it's a pain in the butt, and I don't think I use it a whole lot.
Stop. Motion tracker shows movement around the next bend.
We'll be ready to advance as soon as you call for us, Cortana.
But yeah, it's just incredibly easy to get spotted. And even then, like, if they were trying to at least sneak up undetected, I mean, I don't think they really had any suppressed weapons at this point in development. Like, the only game I think that has suppressed weaponry is ODST, and even then, in-game, they don't really operate like how you would think suppressed weapons would. Like obviously, their sound is muffled, but they still operate as if they were not suppressed. But yeah, here's the Truth and Reconciliation is more so, I think, a mission of 2 halves. You've got this opening segment actually trying to get to the ship, and then the rest is the ship. It's not my favorite mission, but I think trying to list what missions are my favorite are a little different. Like, I mean, I like most of the missions in this game. I don't, like, outright hate any. I don't even hate the library. I just think the library is just tedious. Like, that's its only problem. It's like everything looks the same, and we'll get to the library. I'll save my complaints for the library when we get there. really here. I just sort of spend my time taking out the reinforcements and whatnot. You don't really have to spend your time gunfighting here. Like, I'm right by the entrance to the next area. You can just run over there and just get to the next part of the level. You don't have to do what I'm doing here. Though, admittedly, it had been a while since I last played Combat Evolved when I recorded this. So I do tend to meander a little bit in some levels. No, they're not. We're dealing with them. See? All dealt with.
Whoa! Catch! Covering fire! You lousy! I need some back! Who wants a piece of me? I'll take you all on! Hey! Who else?
Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound.
And so starts the holdout segment of this this part of the level. Though really there's more like two. Yeah, there's two holdout portions, really. There's this one, and then actually they're both kind of back to back. Because yeah, they're gonna drop. They just dropped in some enemies, and then they're gonna start dropping in from the ship itself. But on the plus side to that, we actually get to see a new enemy type for the Covenant. It's actually it's the last new Covenant type in this game. Obviously, they introduced more in Halo 2. Waiting for them to actually show up.
Get your own ice storm first! Sorry. Cover fire! Who's your daddy now? Right.
There they are. Say hello to hunters. They are a group of sentient worms that just sort of coalesce around metal. They're outfitted with a big-ass shield and a fusion and a fuel rod cannon. It hurts like a motherfucker. There's a few ways to deal with them. They're unarmored in the back, so the best way is to just get around them. You can bait their melee attack, then run to the side around them, and then just shoot them.
Yes, sir. Cortana to Echo 419. We've reached the gravity lift and are ready for reinforcements. Copy that, Cortana. Hold tight, gentlemen. Bowhammer out.
Once we're inside the ship, I can home in on the captain's command neural interface. They'll probably be in or near the ship's brig, which should narrow our search.
Echo 419 inbound. Clear the drop zone.
Let's do it. Let's go. The cavalry's arrived.
Whee! So, welcome to the inside of the Truth and Reconciliation. One cool thing about the art style of Halo is that it's all sort of... Each faction has their sort of own distinct little art style, or at least coloring. As for what we just saw, the elites are invisible now. That one in particular was equipped with an energy sword. An iconic weapon as of Halo 2 because of it was actually usable in Halo 2 in multiplayer. But here, it is strictly confined to the elites. And it goes away when they die. Now you can tell where an invisible elite is based on the glow of their weapon. And luckily they do go down pretty fast, like they don't have any energy shields. Which is a blessing for that. But yeah, as in terms of like art style, you know, the humans are it has this very sort of clean and sterile look. The Forerunners are very sort of gray and stone-esque. I don't know if that's really the right descriptor. It's very gray. And then the Covenant is very purple. Purples and pinks and all that sort of stuff. And very round. And there's currently a sword elite wreaking havoc on everybody. Or jackals hanging out. You know, since work has been so slow, I finally decided to go back and bring a book to read. So I've been going through The Flood, which is the novelization of Combat Evolved, which is the only one of the Halo books that we actually get an adaptation for whatever reason. And there's a scene after the Pillar of Autumn where there's a stealth elite that managed to get inside of Keyes' escape pod. Now, Keyes is able to notice that there's an elite in there. And so he turns to one of the Marines and he says, "Hey, can I borrow your pistol?" And the Marine says, yeah, I don't really wanna, but, you know, you're the captain, so here." So Keyes takes the pistol and just fucking 3 taps the elite. And then he hands it back to the Marines like, "Hey, thanks, you should probably, like, just glad it still works." Like, I said before that despite the supporting cast in the game being relatively small, they're all memorable in their own way. And that, even though it's like not in game, it is a scene involving Keyes that I just really like. Meanwhile, for some reason, I decided it's a good idea to just take care of enemies up top instead of going down and dealing with them. But yeah, neat thing about the plasma pistol, and I think it's probably why people prefer to use it on higher difficulties, is that a full capacity plasma pistol has at least 500 shots in it, and you can just spam the damn thing. Of course, it overheats really fast if you do that, but that's besides the point. There are a few moments in Truth and Reconciliation where if you run out of Marines, Cortana will call in Foehammer to drop off more. I believe that only really starts once you actually get to the hangar, which I believe is the next area of the ship.
Make them count. My fault. All clear, sir.
We should get moving.
Why did I do that?
Stay cool.
I think it was probably like a misclick or something. Considering I picked up a plasma rifle right after, yeah. You know, I was thinking about something earlier today where I've recently been sort of at a loss of what to play, which I think nowadays especially is sort of a problem, given that there's just a huge amount of games out in the wild, especially in terms of backlogs and whatnot. Like some folks have a backlog a mile long. I especially do. I think, you know, the difficult part is sort of making that conscious choice to say, hey, I'm going to play this game today, and then going down to actually doing that. It's like, you know, we just continuously just put that off. For like, oh, I'll do it another day. Oh, I'll do this when I have the time. But then, you know, you just don't have the time. Which, you know, as I get older, gets annoying. Like, I'm not that old. I'm only like 26. But I feel older. Which I think is a very boomer thing to say. But I feel older than I actually am. And find that I just don't have as much time as I want to, you know, do the things that I want to do. Which, you know, I think is just a main concern that folks get as you do get older. Like, I haven't even started work on another project after this, because, you know, it's 10 missions, so we're gonna be here for at least a while. But at the same time, there's games that I would like to cover, absolutely. But it's also a case of, well, time.
Want some more?
I know eventually hundreds is supposed to spawn. Where the? Oh, that must be them. There, the music kicked in. There they are.
There it is.
Back in the hole. Go back. Go back. Yeah, the overshield. I don't think I mentioned it on the Pillar of Autumn, but it works a little differently in this game compared to the others.
The door is open. Everyone should move through now. I can't guarantee that
So the overshield gives you 2 layers of shield on top of your regular one in Combat Evolved. Whereas in every other game after this, it only gives you 1. I don't really know the reason why, but, you know, it's at least somewhat helpful on normal. As for higher difficulties, it is helpful, but you're still gonna get, like... It's still gonna turn into absolutely nothing if you even, like, take a... If you, like, breathe around a corner.
Don't call for reinforcements. There's no sense going in with anything less than full strength.
Yeah, there's Cortana saying that.
Cortana to Foehammer. We need additional support troops. We're going to open the shuttle bay door again, move in, and drop off reserve troops on my signal. I copy, Cortana. Echo 419 standing by for your signal. Cortana to Echo 419.
Here they come to save the day.
Roger. Echo 419 inbound.
Here comes more! Fire in the hole!
You know, I know it got delayed and all. This is
Want some more of
an
this?
abrupt change of topic, but I remember hearing through the grapevine and the rumor mill that potentially Grand Theft Auto 6 could be costing $100. Now, I don't know about you, but $100 price tag on a new release is completely ridiculous. I mean, people were fine with paying 50 or 60. 70 is really stupid, in my opinion. It is stupid, but I think people got used to it, even though I don't like it. I know people didn't like it either. But now we're staring down the barrel of $80. And once again, people are not happy. I'm not happy either. I think $80 for a game is ridiculous. But the problem is that people will buy it regardless of the price tag for some reason. Back to that GTA 6 $100 thing. It was an analyst by the name of Matthew Bell who shared that publishers just publishers, that there is hope that that GTA 6 would be priced between 80 to 100 to provide a significant turning point for other companies to raise the price of their games. And you know, GTA 6 didn't have to pull the trigger on this. Nintendo already did, and I'm not happy that Switch games are going to be $80. Or even that they're going to be priced differently based on how much fun that the developers think that I'm going to have. I think that's stupid. But the problem is that people are going to buy them regardless of the price. Which, you know, this is probably the most important thing that at least we as I don't want to say we as gamers, because then that sounds really stupid. we as consumers, which also, you know, sounds stupid, but in business speak, we are consumers. You know, we buy the product that publishers give to us. But sometimes we have to say no. Sometimes we have got to just not buy the product. They always say to vote with your wallet. And this is a good opportunity to not. But, and you know, this is gonna come out like just before the Switch 2 gets released. And I know everybody and their brothers probably pre-ordered the damn thing. Like, my best friend has already pre-ordered it. I'm gonna check it out when he gets it. But I'm not happy with where it is at the moment. And, you know, if you're happy with it, then, you know, I'm happy for you.
You know better than this.
But,
Thanks.
you know, at the same time, I feel that you should at least be
Marines,
aware
lock and load your weapons. Let's be ready to move.
Yes, sir.
that this is going to hurt consumers in the long run. It is going to price people out of the hobby that
They call it
they have
Halo.
enjoyed
One moment, sir.
for
Accessing the Covenant BattleNet.
a decent portion
According to
of
the
their
data in
life.
their networks, the ring has some kind
You know,
of
I'll pay $100 for an old game, but
I'm analyzing this
I'm gonna shake my fists at the secondhand market because of that.
is some kind of weapon.
$100 for a AAA release?
Power.
Stupid.
The Covenant kept saying
Completely
that
dumb.
Whoever controls Halo controls the fate of the universe.
Now I see. I have intercepted a number of messages about a Covenant search team scouting for a control room. I thought they were
Ooh,
looking for the
control
Bridgman
room.
cruiser that I damaged during the battle above the ring. But they must be looking for Halo's control room.
Also,
That's bad news.
how did Keys overhear the Covenant talk about
Use it
Halo?
against us and wipe out the
You know,
entire
presumably
universe.
they would be talking
Chief, Cortana,
in their native language,
we need to beat the
not
Covenant
in
to Halo's
English,
control room.
unless
Marines,
Keys
let's move.
understands English. Keys understands English. No fucking shit. Unless Keys understands Sanghili, or Ungoi, or Kigyar. Maybe they have a course on that
To the shuttle bay and call for evac.
at the academy or some shit. I don't fucking know. Plot convenience.